It's time for the wrestling show to take a very cynical look back at, representing the NXT and live from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. It's Level Up. Air date August the 16th, 2024. So, let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show.
Welcome to a wrestling show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and this is a very cynical look back at the latest episode of NXT's Level Up. Now, before we start the show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right. They are the glue that holds the building together. First and foremost, they are the commentary crew. The play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I call them the narrators, the whole damn show. They are the team of Blake Howard, and Byron Saxton. Then, of course, getting all the pre-match interviews, post-match interviews, and backstage scoops, we got ourselves Sarah Schreiber. Also, letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such matches, we got ourselves Sarah Schreiber doing double duty. And then we go to the people, the referees of the match, referees of the night, and they are, of course, the team of Felix Fernandez and Jeremy Marcus. That's right. Mm-hmm. So today we got two big matches on the show. Now the first one is representing the Gallus Boys. The Gallus Boys, even though they're all there. This is where they tape NXT. So why shouldn't they be there? But, representing the Gallus Boys, it is Marcus Coffey, but with them is his brother Joe Coffey and Wolfgang, but they don't join him into ringside because they know he's going to win. And now, this one here, the NXT Level Up is the developmental class. So people working on their wrestling skills and developing everything. You start at Level Up for TV time. I'm pretty sure there's other levels below that. But this is the first level of TV experience you get. And then next up is NXT, and then you go Raw and SmackDown main roster. So to see Mark Coffey in Level Up, it's kind of weird because he should be looking at the main roster right now because he's been in the NXT for that long. You really should be looking at Raw or SmackDown, But I guess it comes down to this. I think Wolfgang, he's a good wrestler. He's very skilled, but his wrestling skills are low. He's fundamental. He does fundamental wrestling, but he does that very well. Cutler James, also very new. No difference between here. Cutler James got here because he's on a reality show. Wolfgang, or should I say Mark, he went through the wrestling from start to finish, so he took it a long way. So I say this. The people who's been on NXT are usually the ones who win. If they already have been a main player on NXT, they automatically, it's a telltale sign. And this is no different. But this one here was about close to 7 minutes. It was a very good match. A lot of basics done well. Cutler is the taller of the two. But that's okay. For Mark, because, they start off, Cutler starts off quick. He has the ground game good. He's got the fundamentals a little bit better than, getting Mark quicker, armbar and whatnot. And then here's we go. The big move, one of the big moves of Cutler James, I gotta say, it's a move. Someone thought of it. Someone decided it's good, and there are worse moves. Now this one sets up with you pick your opponent's on the ground face first. You pick up his legs like you're gonna do the wheelbarrow race with a friend. You know, pick up the legs underneath the armpits, and then after that, now Conan O'Brien, a famous comedian, Conan O'Brien. He has the hip dance. He gets these invisible strings attached to his hips and he dances. So basically, it's the same thing. It's Cutler. He grabs an invisible ripcord from the buttocks of Mark Coffey and pulls that some gun, and then he picks him up, and then he does a sit down. They sit down. It's like a reverse spine buster. Now, Mark Coffey goes down hands first, so basically he stops the fall. It may move really is a bunch of nonsense, to tell you my personal opinion. So, regardless. Now, Mark Coffey does what all heels do. He turns things around by jumping over the ropes there, grabbing, the head of Cutler and pulling his neck through the ropes. Gets a slight advantage here for a second, So it's rough housing, a little bit of a Cutler. So Mark taking advantage for a time being until Cutler turns things around with a massive clothesline from hell, baby. Knocks him right down. Now, before he tried to do a move where he got caught with his neck on with Mark, but Cutler gets Marcus over the ropes and then suplexes him back in the ring. Big old suplex. It was big. Now, Cutler did go for a pinning attempt, but did not get the win. Nope. Mark cut it out of that. Now, here we go. I guess it's time to go for a finisher. Cutler goes for some sort of suplex. But it's Mark slipping out and going for a roll-up. Oh, fruit roll-up. No, actually it's a roll-up. The backwoods, so to speak. Cutler then rolls on top of, Mark Coffey. Mark kicks out of the pinning attempt, the reversal pinning attempt. And then Mark, I guess, sets up Cutler with a spinning heel kick to the face. A spinning heel kick to the face. After that, it's his finishing move. It's the Birminghammer, maybe. It's a hammer, Birminghammer. It's a discus forearm to the head. That's the finishing move. It's true. He used it, and it was over. Yep. So, not surprisingly, Mark Coffey beats Cutler James. But after the match, in the locker room, it's Sarah Schreiber with the big question: how are you planning on recovering after another humiliating loss? Not maybe she didn't say humiliating, but how are you gonna recover over a loss over another loss? This time with Mark Coffey. Basically, he says there are only two options. He feels, and it's either you sulk over the loss or you get over it. Or learn. You either sulk or you learn. So he decided, I'm gonna learn. Okay, next up, the main event match of the night. Representing the D'Angelo family, it is Adriana Rizzo, a main staple of the NXT. So Adriana's going to have the big victory here. Adriana, she looks great. Now with Adriana, she's got Tony D. Tony D, he's definitely shaping himself. He's looking a lot more trim. You can see he's lost a lot of weight in his face. He's very asymmetrical, anyways. And also it's Channing Stex Lorenzo there too, fighting Izzy Dame. Izzy Dame has a great look. She's got great height. Izzy Dame looks like she could be a champion. Now, what's that? Adriana Rizzo, she looks good too. Anyways, these both competitors look good. This was the match of the night. This was a really good match. A really, really good match. Now, Adriana Rizzo, she has a game plan off the bat, and she's attacking the arm. So right off the bat, she's attacking the arm and shoulder. She's trying to pull her arm out of the socket of Izzy Dame. But Izzy is the stronger competitor of the two, physically more powerful, and she picks up Adriana, power slamming her right down on the mat, turning things around for the time being. Izzy goes for now. Adriana goes to the corner. Izzy goes for a shoulder tackle, misses. She hits a post. Adriana climbs up on the ropes and then takes advantage again, tries to rip her arm off with the ropes assistance. She got off before any disqualifications happened. But here's the thing. It looked like it was pretty devastating. All these arm pulls and stuff. You think there would be some sort of, but this is level up. So the wrestlers aren't really thinking like, oh yeah, I should really be showing everybody that my arm has been compromised, and I'm feeling the effects of what Adriana Rizzo did. But nothing like that. After these, it's like almost totally forgotten. Even though Adriana did also, after that one pull in the arm and the ropes there, she got her down there and she tried to hammer lock her, just rip her arm right off. But like I say, after those things there, it seems like nothing really happened to her arm. She's not selling it at all, because she picks up with one massive, it was like a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. They go off the ropes. Izzy tilt-a-whirls Adriana, drops her on her knee, like a so. No effects of the arm at all. And then she picks up Izzy picks up Adriana, like a power slam, world's strongest slam style, grabs the ropes, and then starts kneeing her on the thigh and buttocks area. And then going for a pin attempt. I believe she goes for, after a pin attempt, she then takes her out, to the corner of the ring there, and then bow and arrows her. She gets Adriana's leg, the crook of her leg on the steel post, and tries to pull her leg off. Goes for another pin attempt, does not get it. Now here's the thing. This is you would think Adriana Rizzo, she's getting her arse handed to her right now by Izzy Dame. She's just being clobbered. And then Izzy Dame gets Adriana Rizzo on her shoulder. One shoulder. It's the Jesse Ventura style backbreaker, the torture rack. Usually Hercules Hernandez did both sides, but I believe Jesse Ventura did one side. That is super painful. One side, you're really bending, So she ends up double underhooking her arms, chicken winging Adriana's arms, and really getting the crank down. Adriana then flips out of it. And then with I guess it's like, it's set up like a backstabber. She jumps up and she grabs your arm and she nails the arm again. So Izzy gets her arm, backstabbed, so to speak. And after that, Adriana Rizzo gets her second wind after getting her leg almost torn off. And, of course, like usual, not feeling any effects of having her leg almost ripped off with the ring post and just Izzy Dame just ripping on it. Nothing. She ends up getting... Izzy Dame turns things around again. Turns things around for the last time with a flapjack to go against rope. Izzy Dame, really huge flapjack. You think, wow, that's pretty devastating there. Goes for another washly. It's Adriana Rizzo goes for the pin attempt. She goes for a cheeky, grabs the legs and does a front flip over top. Grabs the legs. She drops her with a double leg takedown and does a jackknife cover, but doesn't get it. And then Adriana Rizzo gets up real quick, hits those ropes, and does a standing Molly go round, which is the 360 Santon, sit down Santon, and sits down on the chest of Izzy Dame and gets the 1, 2, 3. This match was very exciting. It had its moments of, it could be better. But you know what? It's Adriana Rizzo winning this match, and that's it for this the show tonight. That does it for the wrestling show and Level Up. So it's been a good match. I think the whole day's been pretty good. Only 2 matches on the card. So for everybody who stuck around to the very end, I hold a very special place in my heart just for you. So stick around, because for another time we'll be right back for another episode of All Wrestling Show. So I've been your host, Lip Hazlewood, saying I hope to see you on the next episode.